As great as our little brewery down in the basement has been for the last 15 years, we've hit our maximum capacity down there. There's, 5 years ago, there's no room to add another tank. But as we've grown in popularity and the rest of the craft beer culture has grown, we've been working pretty hard to find a new place to make more beer just out of sheer necessity. I'm Dave McLean. I'm the founder and brewmaster of Magnolia Brewery. I was started out 16 years ago in the Haight-Ashbury in a 7-barrel brewery in the basement of our pub. We're standing here in a large 10,000 square foot space in the dog patch in front of a 30-barrel brew house with a mix of 30-barrel and 60-barrel fermenters. Quite a big step forward for us. It's been amazing to see what's happened at Magnolia. The sort of growing kind of loyalty that we've been able to build and connect with more and more people and turn them on to the beer that we make. To me, like the dog patch was the perfect, not only the perfect place to do it, but probably the only place in San Francisco that we could have done what we want to do. In terms of what it's going to look and feel like over there, our new building is an old factory, an old can factory that was built in the 40s. It'll still kind of carry the Magnolia aesthetic that we've kind of created, but it'll be its own place. It'll feel very much at home in the dog patch. It'll allow us to greatly increase our production capacity, which has been an issue for us for the last several years. We haven't been able to keep up with demand like many of our peers in the craft beer world.
We've been hired to do all the structural work and all the framing. The beauty of it is it's just an amazing project for a guy that's very passionate about his beer. He's very passionate about the community, and we're glad to be a part of that.
This brewery is kind of built to be modular and to keep dropping in tanks and expand as we need to. The more beer we can sell locally, the better. It allows us to keep a short distribution chain and just more efficient. It's better for the freshness and quality assurance of the beer. It's a capital-intensive business. It takes a little bit of extra time to bring more capacity online. You can't just turn around the next day and buy some equipment and start making more beer than you were making the day before or the week before.
My name is Eric Hyde, and I am the project manager for the Magnolia expansion.
Every day it's about problem solving. Yep. And you're kind of our key problem solver.
Today we had a delivery of 5 tanks, and we had a rigging company that came and lifted the tanks off of the trucks.
Everything came from our tank fabricator in Michigan, Craftwork. They assembled it all in their shop, and then they took it all apart, labeled everything with blue tape, and we have to now sit there and look at all of those pieces of pipe and blue tape and read it all and try to figure out how to put it all back together. The sweet spot for Magnolia, primarily because it's my greatest love in the pantheon of beers, are really sessionable, lower gravity bitters, and to some degree milds too. That's something that we specialize in, and I think that's one of the great stories in this sort of exploding craft beer marketplace, is that a lot of people dabble and do a lot of different things, but they almost always have something that's a favorite of theirs and something they specialize in, and that's just unbelievably fantastic for the consumer because there's just so much choice out there, and you can kind of zero in on the breweries that make the kind of beer that you like, and breweries can make the kind of beer that they like to brew. So we're going to fill this space up pretty quickly, and then we're going to be faced with presumably some of the same challenges all over again of how do you maximize the value of your space and the efficiency of your space and get the most good beer out of it as you can. The model for American craft beer renaissance is totally diversity. Everybody loves to express a lot of different styles of brewing. People were dying for something different, something more unique, something that actually had a story behind it, but some interesting flavor.